gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Johan Castell and you're watching Wings. On the show today we try Bhubaneswar's first authentic Thai restaurant in Odisha and show you the latest spectacular religious festivals in southern India. We look at a couple of stories from Italy to Cameroon for those interested in history and stories on kite flying from France to China. Let's begin. We recently visited Odisha to explore some of the state's highlights and a new luxury hotel in Bhubaneswar. We also tried a large selection of meals from the city's authentic Thai restaurant. Come share our experience. Welcome to Odisha, a land where the ancient echoes of history blend seamlessly with the vibrant pulse of modern life. Nestled on the eastern coast of India, Odisha is a tapestry of diverse landscapes. From sun-kissed beaches to lush green forests, from majestic mountains to bustling cities. We visited the Chandrabhaga beach and saw the sun set over this pristine, wide beach that faces the Bay of Bengal. After a brief visit, we explored the UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Konark Sun Temple, illuminated at night. It is time for dinner after sightseeing at these iconic spots outside of the hotel. We will try Bhubaneswar's new Thai restaurant, Sweet Basil. An expat Thai chef has been recruited to lead the helm here to ensure that the dishes are genuinely Thai in flavor. Panisara Jaibun is the head chef of this restaurant located in a new 5-star hotel in central Bhubaneswar. With over a decade of experience in hospitality, she is excited to come here to bring Thai flavors to the city. Today we will try an extensive menu of all kinds of dishes, from appetizers to desserts. When we ask Panisara about today's menu, this is what she has to say.
We're gonna go with the salad, we're gonna go with the som tam, the classic one from Thai, and we go with the traditional also, this is yam tang mo. Yeah, and we go with the appetizer with the wet spring roll, soft shell crab, pa tuna, yeah, and we go with the soup, tom yum soup as well, masaman soup, and we go with the stir fry, we go with morning curry stir fry, chicken stir fry, cashew nut and chicken stir fry black bacon. And we finish with the dessert, the khanom toy.
We start with the first dish on the list, and this prawn and watermelon dish looks beautiful. So this is a prawn and watermelon salad with Thai herbs and flavors. It's even decorated with rose petals. It's such a gorgeous looking dish. So can't wait to get into it. Let's try it. This is certainly not a combination of ingredients I would have thought of myself. They're so good, like the watermelon, like a little bit crunchy, so fresh and fruity, yet light and watery. Next is a fresh salad, and then comes a fish dish with a very creative presentation. This is what Panisara says about the dish.
We put the salmon with the Thai herb, galanga, kaffiglam, onion. We use the sticky rice also, the sticky rice, the roast one with the herb. You can smell it. And we put some the soya and a little bit the wasabi also as well. Sesame sauce and sriracha is very beautiful.
It's very good. It's like a lot of these flavors are lemongrass inspired. Next up is spring rolls, and we are still only working our way through the appetizers. Got the crispy Thai spring rolls with the classic Thai sweet and sour sauce. Now let's try what this is like.
is actually excellent.
Morning glory is a common ingredient in Thai cuisine, and it is also on the menu here.
The vegetable is very traditional from Thai, or we can call pak bung phai dang. It's very popular. Everyone know it. If you try to go some street food from Bangkok or Khao San Road, whatever from Phuket, you can see the pak bung phai dang.
There is no end in sight for this massive culinary tasting session, and I asked to get served several dishes at once for main dishes.
From now on, I think I'm just going to take a little bite from each dish, because this is just... Each one is so tasty, I just want to devour the entire thing, but there's no way I'll be able to have room for everything.
My table is filled with a massaman curry from southern Thailand, prawns served with spicy sauce, stir-fried chicken, soft shell crab, and a dish with glass noodles, and a massive jumbo prawn. This is turning into a more enormous feast than I could have ever imagined.
Well, the journey continues.
This is so good it is hard to describe it. I'm already getting so full, and there's an entire table full of food in front of me. But before I knew it, the waitstaff brought in yet another dish.
Please tell me this is the final one. This is the final one?
They have another trick up their sleeve for dessert. This is made of Thai-style coconut milk served with pandan-style sauce and caramel ice cream. They finish off the presentation with flaming old monk poured over the dish, called kanam toi.
It's like warm on the outside, like soft and like fruity, berry, strawberry flavor. Wow, that is so good.
This marks the end of what has been the most extensive dining experience of my life. If you can visit, try the delicious seafood dishes and don't miss the desserts.
Next up, a look at the cultural kaleidoscope called India. With one-of-a-kind celebrations and unique rituals, we bring you some of the most iconic festivals that were recently celebrated with color and fervour.
In eastern India's Odisha state, hundreds of Hindu devotees took part in a set of daunting rituals known as Danda Yatra, translating to the journey of inflicting self-pain. Surrounded by stunned spectators, devotees rolled on a stretch of thorny bushes. Next, they performed rituals which involved playing with fire. Many daring participants swung through fire pits while hanging upside down on a special ritual structure. But why do they put their lives at stake? These testing rituals hold great cultural significance for the people of Odisha. They are a way of proving their devotion to the Hindu deity Lord Shiva, often regarded as the ultimate god in Hinduism. For them, completing such challenging obstacles also promises to attain salvation and peace.
Performing risky fire rituals also reached the city of Mangalore in Karnataka state. Devotees threw lit torches at each other for paying their respect to the Hindu goddess Durga. The odd tradition, locally known as Agni Keli, was carried out in the Katil Durga Parmeshwari temple. It usually takes place on the second day of the 8-day fest of the same name. People prepare fire torches by drying coconut fronds. After lighting them, the devotees throw the flaming torches at each other. The stories related to the temple say that the goddess Durga killed demons without leaving a single drop of blood on earth, while the locals fought using fire arrows. Thus, the devotees continue the tradition, believing that it will please the goddess and she will keep them safe and blessed.
We're heading to Kerala now, where we'll find a pack of colourfully decorated elephants and thousands of cheering, adoring devotees. Welcome to the annual Thrissur Festival. At the ancient Vadakunathan temple dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva, large cheering crowds gathered to witness a grand and regal procession. Sitting atop beautifully adorned elephants, priests performed rituals holding colorful umbrellas. The ceremony lit up the night as vibrant lamps and cutouts of worshipped gods were displayed atop the giant mammals. The festival is celebrated between April and May on the auspicious Puram day as per the Malayalam calendar. Observing this special day, the devotees offer prayers to seek Lord Shiva's blessings.
Have you ever seen scores of devotees pulling a massive chariot carrying a deity? Let's finally visit the city of Madurai in Tamil Nadu state, where the Chithirai festival was celebrated with much fervour. In a famous ritual during the festival, thousands of devotees gathered to pull a huge decorated chariot with the idol of the Hindu god Kalasagar. Other devotees participated by sprinkling water on the moving chariot. This act is a way to thank the god for fulfilling their vows. This spectacular procession takes place after the celestial wedding of the Hindu god Shiva to his consort goddess Parvati. And according to legend, it was after this ceremony that Lord Kalasagar is believed to have started his journey from the Alagar Koil temple. The procession finally culminates on the banks of river Vaigai, where the devotees immerse the idol and bid farewell to their beloved god.
Rome attracts millions of tourists interested in history every year, and African culture enjoys a reputation full of intrigue and mystique. In our next story, we bring you two special stories from these regions that will take you back centuries.
This is Pompeii, an ancient Roman city visited by millions of tourists each year. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site of utmost historic importance. Of late, it is experimenting with a new way of bringing its timeless frescoes to life. These terracotta-style solar roof tiles are perched upon one of the city's most famous villas, the Villa of the Mysteries. These tiles have solar photovoltaic cells inside them, helping to produce solar electricity for a very curious lighting machine. Inside the villa is an ancient mural at least 2000 years old. It depicts female devotees of Dionysus, the god of wine and revelry, engaged in mysterious rites. The fresco is illuminated by special LED lights designed to bring the deep red, purple and gold colors to life while not harming the painted surfaces. These lights are powered by the solar panels on the villa's roofs. The tiles are made by an Italian company called Elux. They produce a maximum of 13 kilowatt hours of electricity. Since Pompeii receives over 15 hours of sunlight daily in peak summer, the project's success might extend its use to other villas in this valuable archaeological site. In the heart of Fumban in western Cameroon, thousands gathered in the Royal Palace Square to watch the opening of the Museum of Bamoon Kings. Sultan King Muhammad Njoya inaugurated the museum that honors and celebrates one of the oldest sub-Saharan kingdoms. The museum displays 12,500 pieces including weapons, pipes and musical instruments in Fumban, the historical capital of the Bamoon Kings. Also shown are items from the life of the most famous Bamoon king, Ibrahim Njoya. He is credited with creating the Bamoon script, which contains over 500 syllabic signs and a corn grinding machine. All these precious artifacts shed light on the Bamoon cultural heritage dating back more than 500 years. What made the event special was also the presence of princes and princesses from the Bamoon chieftaincies who performed the ritual Inja dance that features on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list. The Bamoon Kingdom, founded in 1384, is one of the oldest in sub-Saharan Africa. The construction of the museum began in 2013, and it is hoped that the museum will help preserve a vital chapter of African history closely.
Imagine seeing hundreds of bright kites dancing in the sky, from giant animals to mythical figures. Exciting, isn't it? With many kite festivals taking place worldwide, watch our next story to discover the art of kite making and the festivals you could visit with a kite.
With the arrival of spring comes the season of kites. And countless of these kaleidoscopic creations shone brightly against a blue backdrop at kite festivals held across the world, from France to China. The 37th International Kite Festival was recently held on the beaches of the town of Berck. An exciting 9-day event, the Berck Kite Festival is France's largest and most influential kite-themed event. Visitors enjoyed various kites, from traditional to modern, in all sizes. Participants locked heads at the kite competitions held at the event with skill and passion. The fun continued as visitors could sign up for cultural activities like kite making workshops and song and dance performances. So with suitable light and wind creations in their favor, the participants at the festival had a field day. But where do most of these kites come from and who makes them? The Chinese city of WION calls itself the kite capital of the world. According to the Chinese state media, over 600 kite producers in WION export over 80% of the world's kites every year. From kites with a dragon head to a huge centipede with tens of butterflies. No design is too difficult for these skilled artisans. This city in China is not only making kites. The residents here are equally keen on flying their colorful creations. Over 1,000 kites fill the skies at the annual 41st WION International Kite Festival this month. From dragons to pandas, modern cars to mythical characters, kite makers and aficionados showcased their art to the world. Around 137 teams from nearly 46 countries attended the festival this year, many of them with out-of-this-world designs. The first WION Kite Festival occurred in the 1980s. With modern craftsmanship tastes, bigger and more elaborate designs are making the competition fiercer each year. And a touch of quirkiness and creativity never fails to wow the judges. Make sure you don't miss out on this vibrant festival next time you're in the WION.
Traveling in Asia often means dealing with monkeys, which can be heartwarming for your photographs or a real menace if they harass you. Let's look at how countries in Southeast Asia deal with this.
Monkeys, creatures as mischievous as they are iconic. Although monkeys draw thousands of tourists to Southeast Asia yearly, they are not appreciated everywhere. Beyond the charm and the chaos of primate encounters lies a complex question that reverberates across continents and cultures. Are monkeys a boon or a bane for tourism destinations? This is Lopburi, located around 140 kilometers north of Bangkok. Macaques are considered both a local symbol and a tourist attraction in this central town. Thai wildlife authorities recently announced a new initiative to address the escalating monkey problem following a series of aggressive incidents that caused public outcry. Numbering around 2,500, these monkeys have become increasingly unruly, with viral videos depicting them snatching food and injuring residents. However, local officials revealed plans to construct a substantial enclosure aiming to manage the population more effectively. They will soon start a targeted program to capture and nurture hundreds of these animals, relocating them to the newly completed facility, and officials are confident in the large cage strategy. The aggressive behavior of the monkeys has been blamed for both public nuisances and the downturn in local business activities. Efforts have already led to the capture of 37 monkeys, including several dominant males deemed high priority for removal. A Across the border in Cambodia, it's a different story. Here, near Angkor Wat, it seems like the tourists are abusing monkeys. Outside the iconic 12th century WION in Angkor, a group of young male YouTubers recently gathered around a small troop of long-tailed macaques. They captured footage of a mother macaque with her baby, following her closely as she moved. The monkeys were eating bananas provided by the YouTubers and drinking from plastic water bottles, with one young macaque eating a discarded popsicle before switching to a banana. While filming monkeys is permissible, feeding them is discouraged due to its role in making them reliant on human-provided food. This has even led to increased aggression towards tourists.
The YouTubers, they produce content relating to the activities of the monkeys, and they have fed the monkeys with food in which, whereas the monkey should be left alone, whereas the monkey should be living in the wild where they're supposed to be live.
Authorities are concerned about the rise of monkey-focused content, which often promotes harmful interactions with animals for the sake of views. Close interactions are problematic, say authorities and animal rights groups, affecting both the macaques and visitors. These interactions encourage the monkeys to leave their natural habitat for food, leading to damage at the historic site, including destroying temple structures. Perhaps the different facets of the monkey issue highlight the importance for us humans to live in harmony with nature.
That's a wrap for this week's Wings episode. We'll be back next weekend with more exciting travel and culture stories. Until then, this is me, Johan Castell, signing off. Goodbye.